What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is my third and final post for YouTube today. It is Monday. Quite a bit of things going on in the crypto markets, especially when Bitcoin is down below 25K slightly at the time of this video. Could this bring down quite a bit of the other altcoins? We're going to be taking a look into that this video. And also going to be taking a look into XCAD network, which will be the main topic of this video. Going to be getting into the charts and seeing some upwards and downwards price targets for this coin, as well as some key price levels for this coin to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market, and I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, do hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into this video here. So we do have XCAD. Currently, let's take a look into the weekly time frame. I want to see what's going on the longer time frame here, because a lot of the altcoins have basically been getting crushed from last year. Had a little bit of an upswing this year for some altcoins, but overall it's been a pretty strong downtrend for quite a bit of these altcoins here. I hold some of these altcoins myself. I don't have XCAD network, but I am holding some losers and been taking some losses, but have also been taking some profits as well. We're gonna be taking a look into this on this weekly time frame, right? It has been on this falling wedge, right? We do have a falling wedge that seems to be very noticeable, that has been forming since November of last year. And it's been running within here for quite some time, okay? Since it has hit about $2.70 area, and then it has came all the way down to about even the 60 cents area, okay? What could it be doing now? Because it has basically hit this upper trend line of this falling wedge pattern, right? At about $1.60 area. Now, falling wedges typically break to the upside, okay? Typically, not absolutely. There are times it could still break to the downside, but it typically breaks to the upside. And let's take a measure move here. In this case, for when it does break to the upside, which is basically measuring the opening of the pattern, and then you put it on top of a future breakout date. For this scenario, we're just gonna pick a random breakout date, right? Because it has not broken out yet, but we still want to get a sense of what the measure move could be, right? So let's just say it breaks out by mid-October, October 16th, the week of. We get a measured target of about $3.10 area, okay? That is still a pretty good move, but just remember, this is a hypothetical breakout date, okay? It does not have to break out by next month, okay? It probably won't, but I just have to pick a date so I can get a measure move. So this is just an example. Don't say that I picked a breakout date, saying that this is gonna break out by this date. No, that's not what I meant, okay? So if it does not break out by then you're going to have to move the measurement down along this upper trend line here. And that will give you, obviously, a lower measure target or measure move, okay? And if you break out sooner, in the sense, right, then you're probably going to get you're going to get a higher measure target. Now, measure moves are only estimates. It could be over or under. It's not an automatic move to that price. Do your own Google searches on what measure moves mean, because it's public knowledge, and basically do your own research on some of these trading concepts I'm talking about, just to verify and learn for yourself, because that is the most important thing at the end of the day. Not really opening a position and then hitting a certain target, right? I mean, if you want to be in trading for the long run, I'm talking trading specifically, because investing could be a different strategy. But if you're here for trading, I think this is what you do. You learn technical analysis, and that's, going to work for the long run, in my opinion. Okay, that's how I've been doing it for the past 4 years. Obviously, I've been a noob. I've been better. Okay. Let's take a look into the date. Let's stay here real quick. On this weekly time frame, we're gonna take a look into some key price levels, right? So first of all, the weekly 21 and the 50 are within this pattern. We are actually on top of the weekly 21 SMA, the blue line. And then the next one up would be the weekly 50 SMA, the gray line, currently at about almost $1.30 area. Okay. That's gonna be something to be paying attention to, because that is a major moving average. When it is above you, expect resistance. Let's go to the monthly time frame, where the monthly 21 SMA, which is the blue line, and which is the only moving average on here, is going to be at about $2 area. 3-day, we are below the 3-day 21 SMA, which is at about $1.25, $1.26. We are above the 3-day 50 SMA at about $1.05. The 3-day 200 SMA, the orange line, is currently at about $2.10 area. Daily moving averages is going to be all on top of the price action right now. So orange line, the 200 SMA at $1.20 area. The blue line, 21 SMA at about the $1.25 area. The daily 50 SMA at about the $1.30 area. Okay. Let's see if we can get a sense of what could be going on with the price action right now, and chart this on this daily time frame, right? So as you guys can see, there was somewhat of a, it seems like somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern here, breakdown. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into that because right now it did break down from what it seems to be a head and shoulders. And then price action did form this smaller falling wedge, right, on this daily time frame, right? Let's see what this price action does. Would it actually break out of this falling wedge pattern like, it usually does? Or would it actually break down? Well, if it actually breaks out of this falling wedge pattern, let's pick a random date again for a potential breakout, just for, for the sake of seeing a measure move. Let's just say it breaks out by September 14th, right, in 3 days. It does not have to be breaking out in 3 days. I'm just picking a random point so I can get a measure move. That would give a measure move of about $1.47 area, okay? Like I said, everything with measure moves, breakouts, breakdowns apply here, okay? That's what I'm seeing. So that is basically what I do to see if where the price action may lead, right? First taking a look into the higher time frames, and then look into the lower time frames and see if we can get any clues on what could be going on that translates back to the higher time frame. Let's take a look into the downside real quick, because you always got to acknowledge the downside. The bottom, especially the bottom trend line of this falling wedge here, is going to be pretty steep down. If it starts losing some of that support and continues running within this falling wedge pattern, you could be running to like, this bottom trend line here, which tells me it's going to be about 45 cents area, okay? And could be further down as well as you go along this bottom trend line here, if this falling wedge pattern stays intact. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing. Let's take a look into the key price levels down. First of all, it's going to be the weekly 21 SMA, which is the blue line here, currently at about $1.05 area. Three-day 50 SMA is going to be about the $1.05 area as well. Keep in mind that these are moving averages, so they do move you know, with the time. That's what I'm seeing so far. Let's take a look into the weekly time frame for past trading history here. And since we don't have that much data, let's take a look into the monthly. There's still quite a bit of candles to read here, actually. Okay, so we're gonna have first key resistance below the weekly 21 SMA. Well, we're at that dollar area right here, right? This past trading history. Expect some support at about 85-90 cents area coming from this group of candles, right? And then 76, about 80 to 90 cents area, I would say, right here. So you guys can actually do this yourself on this monthly time frame. Obviously, if you guys want to you know, look into a lower time frame because that's how you're trading, then by all means. But just for time's sake here, and just to get a more consolidated view, it's going to be, you know, about the dollar area, which we're at. And then the 90 cents area, I would say. 80 cents area. So quite a bit of support between 80 to $1 area. And then 50 cents area, right? That's going to be a pretty big drop, 50 cents area, right? And then finally here, all-time lows at about, you know, almost below 10 cents, below 1 cent. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But no, below 10 cents area. Gotta get my decimals. Below 10 cents area. So that's a pretty big drop. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on, it's going to be depending on Bitcoin, right? Like I said, if Bitcoin actually confirms this breakdown of this double top pattern on this weekly time frame, looking pretty bad for itself and as well as a lot of the crypto and altcoins here. Measure move is going to be about 17K area. Would it actually get there? Well, you know, we're just gonna have to see and chart it on a lower time frame and see if it can give us any more clues on what could be doing. The weekly 50 SMA, it is coming up to the price action further, currently at about 24.3. Let's see if this, what kind of bounce this would give the price action if the price action was to get there. Would it be a bounce for further upside, or would it be a bounce to continue downwards? My overall sentiment on this market is still bullish. Until we get a you know, until, well, now it's kind of a, you know, we have a little bit change of scenario. Okay, I just want to mention because the weekly 50 SMA is coming up further to the price action. So it's like, okay, do I stay in a little further, right? Below 24.7K and see what it does, or do I exit out of my longs and you know, when it breaks 24.7K? That is something I'm going to be taking into consideration, and especially if the time goes on and see if this weekly 50 SMA comes up further. Also going to be taking a look into you know, the lower time frames, maybe the daily time frame, and see what kind of trading pattern I'm getting. Would it be a bullish pattern down at that time frame? Would it be a bearish pattern that confirms further that could, you know, spell out further downwards price action? Okay, so that's gonna be what I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on. If you guys want to see more of XCAD, do drop a like, comment, or subscribe, or all three. And I will be sure to bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of the day. See you later.